ay Gambian Talents Hour sa biir GRTS dama leen koy wax de Gambia dañu war a xam lan mooy xew si suñu dëkk ak Gambian Talents Hour ba sa GRTS dina mel ni mbuurum sow waaye dina mel ni netetoo kaba dagit xam ngeen ne àndut waaye dama ne Gambia fii rek la moo xewee sa Gambian Talents TV dinañ leen inil programme sa GRTS TV weekend bu nekk ñu indil leen programme yoo xam ne programme yu am solo programme bu mel ni ban
Krio Kona
ahankañ ana sama akko yi Krio Kona dina ñëw ak banaat
youth banda ba
ahankañ ndaw yi am ngeen solo si Gambia te ñun ñoo leen fonka ndaw yi nag kon seen programme dina ñëw
di benkoto
ahankañ di benkoto ana artiste si Gambia ana ñi nga xam ne nag ñoom la ñuy jaajëfal dinañ leen indil ak banaat
Fashion Avenue
laay li laaw maa bëgg ko bëgg a sanse maa gëm ko gëm sanse ahankañ dinañ leen indi lépp loo xam ne si façon la si sanse yu nice si fer yu nice si xam ngeen ni ma koy waxee rek jigéen da ngay mën sa bopp waaye it góor doo dem ñu bala ak bana
Gambian Pride Show
laay li laaw Gambie ñun ñoo am ñoo xam ne ñu jara tiitalu la ñu jara puugaru leen kon nag ñun dinañ leen célébrer ak banaat
Ñoxo Baay Show
ahankañ ñoxo baay soo dina ma neex mu ne ko naka la santa Juufa ñoxo baay dina jàkkaarloo nag suñu ay politician suñu ay ndaanaani Gambia kon na yëpp si ñoxo baay soo bi la dina am solo
Semester Avenue
laay léeg-léeg laaw Semester Avenue daa may neex ma leen ay dalal di jàkkaarloo yéen si li nga xam ne mooy airport bi di face à face ak yéen si fi nga xam ne mooy seeni kër Semester yi yéen la de dama ne yéen ñii yéen ay jàppale Gambie ak banaat
Gambian Talent Forum
Gambian Talents Forum am na solo bu baax a baax fii la ñuy waxtaanee politique fii la ñooy waxtaanee li nga xam ne mooy dajji paquet yu eesi lépp loo xam ne xew na si Gambia te it gars yi ragal nañ koy wax dinañ ko faram fàcca dinañ ko jël nag servi ko ak yéen def ko comme que boobu la ka ni koy servé ak banaat
lenoon ko dengal
ahankañ sama mbokki poli ñëw leen ñu jaayu poli yéen a ko yor kon nag gars yi si leew la ko jëndal dina am soxla bu baax a baax ak banaat
meññanta
Ibrahima Ba Mama Koto suñu paa bi dama ne mag baax na si kër waaye Ibrahima Ba Mama Koto dina leen jàngal lépp loo xam ne nama ngeen ko si àddina lépp loo xam ne soxla ngeen ko si soo leen ay dox ñu indil leen ko ak lanaat
TRRC review
TRRC review dina am solo dama ne TRRC ba lu fay xew bari na waaye dina leen ko indil faram fàccal leen ko lenga yenga yi wax ko ba mu jeex ak lanaat
Pulo Ardo Show
soo Pula Ardo borom nag ak meew moom moo leen naa indil entertainment full force kon nag dina neex dina am solo yëpp sa GRTS weekend bu nekk toog leen xaar ñu indil leen GTTV special hour si Gambia radio and television services mooy GRTS kon nag toog leen Gambian Talents Hour sa GRTS. You guys will watch the Gambian Pride Show and other shows on Gambian Talents TV every weekend at GRTS. So stay tuned and watch GRTS for all your programs on Gambian Talents promotion, Gambian Talents TV. So stay tuned, Gambia. We will give you what you never have. Every weekend, just watch GRTS. You will get it.
Talents Forum. This is GTTV, Gambian Talents Promotion Online TV. This is one of your most anticipated show, which is Gambian Talents Forum. With me, I am your host. My name is Yusufa Jata, and of course, I have my able guest, who is Modou Lamin Biram of Banjul City Council. He is the PRO of our Honorable and Lord Mayor of Banjul, Rohimariklo. So, Modou Lamin, we welcome you to the show. Everybody is watching you right now. So, before we go, you might want to say hello to them.
Yeah, thank you very much, my host, Mr. Jata.
Thank you.
Assalamu alaikum to each and everyone that is watching us right now. Like he said, I am Modou Lamin Biram and I am the Communication Officer of Banjul City Council.
Thank you very much, Mr. PRO. And of course, if you're watching this show right now, the wax is being designed by MS Design. So MS, we really thank you. We appreciate you for this. In order to reach for MS, you can always call him on 391-5399, 391-5399. Modou Lamin, right now, Gambians are so creative. Can you imagine? MS Design, he's very, very young, but mashallah, look at his artwork. So it's very creative and very clean. So you guys know it, man. If you want to get it, there's no other place. Just visit MS at Abuko. So I bet you that he's going to give you one of the best design. Modou Lamin, coming back to you, we know that 20 2020, it's been a rough year for everyone, not politics, not economic, not fashions, not arts and entertainment industry. Everyone almost felt the negativity of this year. So how does 2020 calendar means to you guys?
2020 calendar is something I believe Banjul City Council, under the leadership of, the Lord Mayor of Banjul, Ajaratul Rohim Malik Lu, will never forget. Will never forget, in a sense that there are positive and also negative impacts that are faced by the Banjul City Council this year. Because looking at the situation when the Lord Mayor of Banjul came into office, she was able to come up with so many programs. And these programs were divided into different thematic areas. And this, I will say, has to do with education, which is very key, which she has been trying by all means to make sure that Banjul young people are well equipped when it comes to education, meaning enhancing education in Banjul, to the extent that, as I am talking to you, Banjul City Council is now sponsoring over 200 young people for the first time in the history of Banjul. From there also, she was able to come up with other programs that has to do with health, which is, of course, one of her main concerns, because as an advocate for the SDGs and understanding that health is SDG 3, she is also currently one of the board members at the Edward Francis Small Teaching Hospital, that is the main referral hospital in Banjul.
At Banjul.
She was able to come up with so many initiatives in terms of also making sure that the health system in Banjul is in place and people are well cared for when it comes to health. And so many things she has done, and in 2 occasions I can remember, she was able to at least commission a donation of 2 ambulances. One was last year, which was given to Edward Francis Small Teaching Hospital from our twin partner, that is Austin. And this year, during the COVID-19, as part of our response in terms of suppressing the spread of COVID-19, and also making sure that Banjul have at least the first community ambulance. She also had support from Austin again, from our partners through medias. An ambulance that was handed over to Red Cross Society in Banjul, so that in terms of any emergency cases in Banjul,
it could be handled.
That ambulance will
be handled.
So you will come to realize that she has done so many things with the team in terms of making sure that health is always a priority, because a healthy nation is always a nation that you expect much development. From there also, talking about empowerment is one of the thematic areas that she is really working on, but this time around is more concentrated on women and girls. And if we can recall, last year she was able to launch $10 million that she gave to the women of Banjul and beyond to start up their businesses or expand their businesses, which is really going on right now very well.
Sorry to cut you. Maybe more details about Rohimari Close achievement. We will come to that later, because we want to discuss about that extensively in details. But as for now, just briefly, we just wanted to know how Rohimaric law? If you can take us through.
Wow. For that, I would be very glad to say something about it, because it is always important to explain to people how you guys met.
Sure.
I can tell this platform and people watching that Hawasik, the Lord Mayor of Banjul, is not only my mayor, but also my mentor, and also a mom. Why I always say that is because the very moment I met her was the very moment when I was with the young people of Banjul. By then, she was on a campaign. Yeah, she was on a campaign trying to see how best she can be elected as the mayor of Banjul. When we met on the street, I was like walking on the street with the young people.
Seriously?
I can remember it was African Youth Day. It was that day when she stopped her car and came to us and said, I really want to observe with you this important day. And for me, as far as I am concerned, that is her worship. She said, young people are my priorities, and women. So seeing young people commemorating or celebrating themselves is something that I believe I should be part of.
Sure.
And from that day, I was able to see a clear vision when it comes to her leadership. And I believe this is something that keeps me moving. But because currently, as I am talking to you, she has been manifesting that in so many ways, because she has been empowering the women. She has also been empowering the young people, more especially the civil society organizations in Banjul. During this COVID-19, we have seen a massive program being done in collaboration with the City Council and the civil society organizations in Banjul under the supervision of the Banjul Youth Committee. These are things that I believe is something that is in her, and she is really manifesting it.
I think that's very good. So which means one can say that you guys met through work. So I think there is no doubt that like everybody is seeing that right now. So sometimes people do say that, you know, working on the woman could be sort of, you know, challenging, especially who doesn't know Rohimariklo, you know, she's an iron lady, of course, and people say that, you know, she loves to rule with iron fist. So how do you feel, you know, working under her on a daily basis?
For me, I feel very comfortable because of the leadership style she has put on the table. Looking at where we have started and where we are today, the only thing I see is progress. Progress in a sense that she is always someone who will encourage the entire team in terms of the work that we are doing. She is someone who is very open when it comes to sharing ideas. She is also someone who listens to her people, more especially when it comes to the work. She is someone who always encourages association. She is not a one-man show. That is why wherever you see her, she will always say, my team and I.
My team and I.
This is what she always say. Or we this. This is how she always portray things. And she will always tell people, wherever she goes, that it's not about her alone. It's about the team that is behind her. These are things that always give us the zeal. These are things that always move us forward in terms of whatever positive things we are doing in terms of developing Banjul as of now.
I understand that, you know, sometimes being a leader could be so tough and challenging, especially when it comes to, you know, ladies, someone, you know, who's so ambitious, you know, to see your full year calendar. You want to establish this, you want to establish this, you know, you just want to see at the end of the day everything is due. So at the end of the day, like, it kind of drive you, you know, in a difficult situation. So when you come to her mood, how do you control her mood?
We are all human, and thank God people working under her are all people that are very conscious when it comes to impression management. So this is really helping us, and this is also helping her. And I can tell you that she is not that type who will always bring aptitude when it comes to the work. She is always someone who always see that things are progressing and are progressing at the right direction.
Sure.
So she doesn't even look at people when it comes to the work. Yeah.
So as a PR of BC,
We only receive 2 letters from the public.
okay,
Yeah, only 2 letters. And we are still encouraging people to come up with suggestions, because the thing is, Banjul City Council is an institution. We are the authorities, but we are there for the people. So whatever the people of Banjul have in mind and think it is the way forward in terms of moving Banjul forward, they must come with it.
that's true.
Yeah.
So thank you very much for that clarification. Just to remind the viewers that if you're still watching, this is Gambian Talents Online TV, and of course this is Gambian Talents Forum. With me is your guest Yusufa Jat, and of course your host Yusufa, and my guest Modou Lamin Biram. So Modou Lamin, let's talk about the Banjul Food Relief Initiative. We understand that your office as a PR, and of course under the leadership of Lord Mayor, you guys were able to initiate this initiative at early stage, perhaps when a lot of people were not even putting things together. So how does the whole initiative came about?
Thank you very much, Mr. Jata. As far as the Banjul Relief Initiative is concerned, I will first of all give you a brief history of what happened since when COVID-19 was declared as world pandemic. I was the Lord Mayor of Banjul before the declaration by WHO, called the young people of Banjul through the Banjul Youth Committee in a meeting whereby she told them that looking at the situation of COVID-19, the way it is spreading in the world, it is important for us to come out in collaboration with the City Council to create awareness so that precautionary measures will be put in place so that Banjul will be convict free. From there, the young people of Banjul, under the supervision of the Banjul Youth Committee, all civil society organizations, including Red Cross, came under one umbrella in collaboration with the City Council, conducted awareness creation in terms of precautionary measures that are declared by WHO to prevent ourselves from contacting the virus. It was a very successful exercise that we did in Banjul. From there, during that meeting also, it was suggested that we must consider the future, whereby the future that we are facing currently, that if in case the COVID-19 have ruined the world and there is insufficient food supply, what are we going to do as Banjul? It's going to be a big disaster. Then how was it the Lord Mayor, I can remember, on the 30th of March 2020, launched what is called the Banjul Relief Initiative. This Banjul Relief Initiative was meant to respond to some of the food needs that the residents of Banjul will be in need of, that is food provisions. She was able to form a task force. This task force included individuals that are independent, individuals that are Banjulians, individuals that are also Gambians. They came voluntarily and joined their hands together and started working on getting sponsors or getting funds, and also to the extent getting food items, essential food items that currently Banjul City Council, in collaboration with the civil society organizations in Banjul, are currently distributed to each and every household. So this is something that I can say that is one of the biggest achievements that Her Worship the Lord Mayor of Banjul and team has done as far as the COVID-19 is concerned in terms of responding to the pandemic. Because looking at the situation right now in Banjul, I can tell you Banjul is still COVID-free, and we pray it continues. And we also pray that the COVID pandemic ends as soon as possible.
That's what you all wishing for. But still, to go, ML.
From the Banjul City Council
Package.
food relief package.
Okay.
Yeah, and currently it is ongoing.
So I understand that it must be very tough and challenging. Sometimes you might take particular supply to a household and they might just look at it and say, ah, need for food. So it's very, very small. I can't accept this. So I know that very well. Most of you will be having that experience. How was that been like?
Of course, these are all part of challenges that we face when we go to the ground. But like I said, before reaching out to the people, I can remember we had a briefing with Her Worship the Lord Mayor of Banjul, and she made it very clear to us, you're going out to reach out the people of Banjul, and the people of Banjul are my people. No matter what, try by all means to manage the situation. If anybody give you any complaint, put it on a paper and make sure that it is reported at the end of the day. We have what we call end of day analysis of what we encountered during the distribution, because the distribution was like for the past 8 days. Today is the 8th day, and so far so good. We also going to put together a report that we will be submitting to the Banjul Relief Initiative Task Force, that they will also take and submit to Her Worship the Lord Mayor of Banjul, which she will also submit to the General Council to know that this is exactly what happened during the process. And as far as we are concerned, we expect all these challenges because human beings are unpredictable, according to science. And we believe that as far as we are concerned, we work based on our conscience. This is purely humanitarian, and we believe it is important to go out to support our people, not to ask them to come for their support. That is why we reaching them out from household to household. So this is a clear manifestation that the local authorities are the government of the people. They are the direct contact of the grassroots. So it is always important for the central government to support them no matter what.
According to a lot of rumors on social media, that a lot of these food packages only reaching to the members of UDP or people that are loyalists to the Lord Mayor of Banjul. How true is that?
That information, to be frank, it is a big news to me, because as I am talking to you, the distribution is done by the civil society organization representatives in Banjul. And I believe as civil society organization representative in Banjul, working in collaboration with the BCC staff and the councillors in Banjul, I believe these young people are apolitical. So how can it be true that we giving people that are loyal to Mayolo or no? I think that is a misinformation. And I can tell you that as far as the distribution is concerned, because we have a data already, because the Banjul City Council once assigned the civil society organization representative to reach out to the people and take the statistics of the number of households, the number of people in a household, and also the heads of the households in Banjul. So it will be something very new to me when people out there will say that it's being done based on party lines
or politics.
It's misleading.
I think that is very clear. Viewers, you all heard what the PRO said. It is not based on party lines or loyalty. It is for Banjul, and as far as you are Banjul and you are eligible to have it, the package is going to reach at your doorstep. So I think that is very wonderful, because as a true leader, you cannot discriminate your people. Maybe people might want to have their opinion, but I think what you did, that's what any good leader would have done, and we really appreciate and congratulate you guys for that work done. So what of the central government's food packet relief? Because according to many people, they are also helping the people of Banjul, but it is not passing through the office of the Lord Mayor.
Actually, what happened was, through our line ministry, when they requested the data that was collected by the civil society organization on behalf of the Banjul City Council concerning the statistics, that is the data of Banjul in terms of household.
That you guys already collected?
Okay. Through our line ministry, they called the mayor and asked for the data. The mayor also handed over the data to them. And when it was handed over, I can remember there was a time when the mayor called my attention and said, I was called by the task force, that is the work frame that is set up for this food distribution for Banjul, that I should identify who should have or who should not have.
She should not have.
But she told me, what I told them was, I cannot. Because I am the mayor of Banjul. I am not the mayor of individuals. I am the mayor of Banjul. And I don't know the fish money of Jata. And I don't also do the fish money of Ba. So how can I determine who should have and who should not have?
It will be very difficult.
I abstained from it. I said to her, to be frank, that is a very good decision. And understanding that after that conversation, at the level of the task force that was set up for the food distribution on behalf of the central government, randomly, they were able to select. And hand over, selected and also printed the coupons and handed over to the city council through our office, NDMA.
So the package came through the office?
Through the office of NDMA, which was brought to the office of the at least get a coupon and also a food package from the central government. But Banjul City Council now is reaching out to those who were not captured. So this is exactly what happened.
So the overall work of the food package distribution, how does the people of Banjul receive it? Are they really satisfied with it?
Of course. Looking at the situation right now, the reach out that we have already started in terms of distributing, like I said, human beings are unpredictable, and sometimes you will go to compounds, they will tell you like the oil is small, but we always explain to them for them to understand, because that is our role also as people that are responsible for the distribution, because we are not only there to hand it over to them, but to explain to them which we are doing properly and genuinely.
To make them
understand. I've seen situations whereby you will go to a particular household, they will say, yes, we are too much here. So we see how best also we compromise with them in terms of either, if it was like, because looking at the package is 1.5 liters of cooking oil that we giving out at the level of the city council, because that is what we have. But big families, we also considering them, giving them 5 liters, which is also working for us. So meaning we are also flexible in whatever we are doing, and we believe that what we are doing is for the people, and they should have this belief in us also, that no matter what, the Banjul City Council under the leadership of Mayor Lo is out to make sure that Banjul is well catered for, Banjul is there for development, Banjul is always there when it comes to this difficult moment.
That's very true concerning the Banjul food package initiative. Now, looking at the significant role that the mayor have played, it's very, very tremendous, and of course very, very important, because we have seen, in some country, leaders will go with their team, inside the field, and that is exactly what Lord Mayor is doing. Can't she just sit at the office and just leave the people to go? Why is she so passionate about, going to the field, taking all the stress, taking all the hard labor with you guys? Can't she just sit back and watch you guys do it?
One thing I will tell you, how was it the Lord Mayor of Banjul is not a boss but a leader?
Wow.
And I will tell you this because it's a true leader that will always be with his or her people, more especially when it comes to this difficult moment. And she has been manifesting that. Looking at the situation when Venture, the sanitarium at Venture, Mile 2, when it was declared as one of the centers whereby these patients that are infected by COVID-19 will be housed, she went there prior when the renovation was ongoing to inspect that place. She didn't only stop there, but also came with so many materials and even finance. She lobbied a lot of funds and gave it to the Edward Francis Teaching Hospital in terms of responding to this COVID-19. And these are things that she was not leaving us as the team to go and see ourselves, but she was there to also have first-hand information herself. I can tell you that as far as this country is concerned today, in terms of responding to the COVID-19, she is one of the leaders, or even the only leader who you will always see in front in terms of advocating, because you have seen so many videos that she did concerning creating awareness when it comes to precautionary measures to protect or to prevent ourselves.
And I think we can all can attest to that, especially those of you who are fond of our page in their official page on Facebook. She's always giving precautionary measures, sensitizing people on both English, Mandinka, Wolof, both local languages. So I think when it comes to that, she's really doing very good. Not only like going there physically, but also learning her voice, when it comes to raising awareness. And also we were able to know that the Mayor also got recognition from United Cities of Local Government, an umbrella international organization for cities, local, regional governments, on her significant role on fighting against COVID-19. I must congratulate you guys, because I understand that being Banjul, everything is a team. So let me just congratulate you guys. How was that overwhelming to you guys?
One thing I will tell you is all about teamwork. Teamwork is very key if you want to move things forward. You can move slowly but surely. Because looking at the situation, like I said before, I was the Lord Mayor of Banjul always encourage teamwork. And this has been keeping all of us moving forward in terms of Banjul City Council is a collective responsibility, and it's not only about the institution but also about the community that we're working with or that we're working for. Looking at it, you will see that we've registered so many achievements based on different areas, like I already started: education, health, empowerment, infrastructure, sports, agriculture. So we did a lot of things in terms of registering all these achievements. More especially because I already started talking about the education, what we have done, and even very soon part of education and also skill learning. Understanding that the Lord Mayor of Banjul and team, we are able to secure 3.1 million euros from the EU covers in collaboration with our Ostend partners, which is currently ongoing, the EU Banjul project, which is currently ongoing. Part of it is to convert Crab Island Upper Basic School to a sustainable development center.
So the whole idea of this money, that she was able to lobby from the European Union, is it going to be surely on education, or will it have other concentration as well?
Other areas. That is what I'm coming to say, because it will be on different areas. One will be about capacity building, more especially for the staff of the city council and the councillors, and also good governance is part of it. Also creating businesses, like creating people or take people to become businessmen and women entrepreneurs. Also greening up the city, making sure that the city is mainstream when it comes to climate change. You will see the entire city will turn to become a green city. Also the lighting system of the city. We want to see the city having good lights during the night. And also the most important, which we are currently facing as one of our challenges, is to make sure we have a proper waste management system in Banjul. So all these things are under the EU project, and I believe the EU project will soon address all these things.
That's a very huge vision, especially what she has, the vision like she got for Banjul. It is very, very big, limitless, I can say, because when you look at the infrastructure system of Banjul before she came, and right now how the place is, it's very, very different. Anyone can tell it, based on the images and pictures, people are seeing every day. Yeah. So based on her project, especially when you come to the roads, infrastructure building, people are saying that she has a great passion, to transform Banjul into multi-million city. But however, she always face ignorance, backlash from the central government, because they are always never willing to give her a chance to do it. Instead, they wanted to do it themselves. How was it that to you guys?
One thing I always want people to understand, more especially the general public, whatever project is happening in Banjul, more especially when it comes to the local government at section 90 to 91, if I can still recall. Any development that is taking place within
the Banjul,
within any local municipality or local area, it must be in consultation with the local authorities. That is what the act says. And as far as Banjul City Council is concerned, our intention is to make sure that we transform Banjul to become a smart city. And inshallah, we are working towards that direction. Being involved by government, without being involved by government, we are trying by all means to do what we're supposed to do as authorities of the city council to see that Banjul is developed, and we going to reach that level to make sure that we transform Banjul to a smart city. Talking about infrastructure, Banjul City Council also did some of these roads in Banjul that are currently existing, because I can remember the Talidauda Road in Tobacco Road.
Exactly.
The initial idea was interlock block road, but with the influence of the mayor, they were able to convert it to a concrete road that is really helping the people of Tobacco Road right now. We can see the road of Primate also, Spalding, Pale Street. All these were constructed by Banjul City Council. And also we have seen the new complex that Banjul City Council is recently, it's an ongoing project. Yeah, that is the new complex for the Banjul City Council, which very soon the entire office will transfer to that building. And also the multipurpose youth center that is also ongoing at Tobacco Road. We have seen the toilets, which the Chinese embassy in the Gambia is also supporting, in terms of erecting toilets at the market. We have seen modern toilets at the market, and also we've at least repaired some of the existing toilet at the market already, to the extent that it is so clean and so useful that the vendors and even customers, he said it here, he was able to launch the Rohim Malik Law Women and Girls Empowerment Initiative, which is really supporting women in business, which are also doing very well, because we have so many success stories in terms of that initiative. And this is something that we believe also will go a long way, because it is a revolving fund, and this was her personal intervention. It's from her own pocket to the women of Banjul and beyond. So these are things I believe needs to be clear, and so that people will know exactly what she has done in terms of achievements, and also is on the newsletter. Yeah, everything is featured on the newsletter.
You have talked about a lot of projects, some which have been going, some which are yet to started. They will tell us politicians, they will just say anything just to remain in power. So hope all those projects are not just saying, they are really to be implemented.
To tell you the truth, whatever I am saying here is either ongoing or it is already on the table to start implementing, or already finished. Because I can remember she is a woman who has a manifesto, and this manifesto was based on different thematic areas, like enhancing education, improving the infrastructure of Banjul, empowering women and girls, and also making sure that sports is well represented as far as Banjul is concerned, and more especially culture. and also to make sure that the waste management system of Banjul is in place, is properly in place. Because even talking about the waste management system in Banjul, she has given each and every household in Banjul a trash can.
Wow.
And this was about 3,000 trash cans that we are giving to the residents in Banjul.
Each household.
Each house was given. Each house, because I was part of the process of that distribution, and that came about when she assigned a particular team that went all out to make an assessment program about the waste management situation in Banjul. When they came back with the report, she was able to sit down with stakeholders and come up with priorities in terms of addressing the waste management. Understanding that it must be gradually solved, we must start from somewhere. We must, that is why we came up with the idea of providing the trash cans. Then the next step was to put a proper collection system, waste collection system in Banjul, which is currently ongoing. Then from there, we come up with compactors, vehicles, to make sure that the waste are properly collected. And the last level is going to be changing waste to asset, creating employment for young people. So all these things are things that she has put in place. So talking about the waste management, this is how we have done so far. And also more importantly, understanding that I was the Lord Mayor of Banjul, because you talk about UCLG, that is the United Cities of Local Governments in Africa, or of Africa. This was a group of locally elected women in Africa that was formed in 2011 at Tangier, Morocco. Whereby it is here to empower women. And it will be working on 3 campaign tools, and one of it has to do with empowering women through the economy and also politics. That is, women being part of the decision-making process, and more especially when it comes to places whereby women decisions have to be taken, women should be around that table to make decisions on their behalf. The other thing has to do with ending social gender-based violence, which is also part of the campaign that Rafaela, the Gambian National Chapter, is really advocating for. And the last but not the least is the zero tolerance of children on the streets. Because looking at the situation, we believe that as far as Rafaela is concerned, is here to empower women, being economically, to empower women being part of the decision-making process, more especially at the local level, at the councils, to make sure that we have enough women. Within Rafaela also, Gambian National Chapter, we have the he for she body, which encourage also men to take part as far as this network is concerned. Because looking at the network is for women, but also in terms of making sure that women are empowered, men should be behind them to push them forward. So that is why the he for she chapter will be within the Rafaela, the Gambian National Chapter. And as I am talking to you, Rafaela is having chapters throughout the country, from Banjul, KMC, you name it, the other regions in the Gambia.
Till the last region.
Of course. And it is apolitical. That is the most interesting part of it. Rafaela, the Gambian National Chapter, is apolitical. Mayolo is the president because she is the highest elected local authority in the Gambia. And the first female elected mayor in this Gambia. That is why automatically she is the president. Rafaela, so far, they're supposed to have this AGM, but unfortunately, because of the COVID-19, they've converted some of the programs as part of their action plan to conduct a fumigation exercise, which was successfully done in Banjul in collaboration with the civil society organization, which was fully funded by UNDP under the leadership of Madam Aissata Day. This fumigation was able to capture the public places, more especially the Albert Market. We disinfected the Albert Market, all the mosques in Banjul, and the churches
as well
in Banjul. all the schools in Banjul were captured during this past exercise. And very soon you will be seeing in different platforms like GRTS and other TVs that Rafela National Chapter members with How Was It the Lord Mayor of Banjul will be going out to talk to the people, to advocate for women, to create awareness, and also tell their fellow women why is it in. And also we've seen the involvement of the EU team in terms of making sure that there is this quick transaction to see how best we can at least start working on the waste management system in Banjul. That is by providing the compactors for the Banjul City Council, and also for the school, that is the Sustainable Development Center that is about to be up, whereby young people will be given the skills. So these are things that are really upcoming projects which are within the EU project. And because the EU project is for 3 years, it's for 36 months. So you will come to realize that the team also, the EU team in Banjul is very active, and they know exactly what they are doing as far as this project is concerned. So apart from that also, the slabs that I said concerning the slabs that we want to do for the vendors at the market also, this will be upcoming projects that will be handling, that will be implemented very soon. And the ongoing projects like the Youth for Excellence Center is ongoing. The Banjul City Council new complex is also ongoing, and also the abattoir is ongoing, which will at least finish very soon. And some of the toilets at the market which are under construction because of the COVID. That is why they stopped for now. But it is also ongoing. And also the stores at the ice plant for storage purpose, it is also ongoing. And I believe there will be more projects that will be coming. And also talking of feeder roads in Banjul, because feeder roads is a concern also for Banjul City Council in terms of making sure that all the roads are constructed with interlock blocks, more especially the feeder roads. And also the lightning of Banjul is also an upcoming project. Yeah.
Like I said, please, Emil, just secure a place for me in Banjul, because I know next 5 years coming, whosoever is not Banjulian, my friend, I don't see you anywhere. Then talking about EU projects, we have been seeing the ongoing campaign, which is the EU's for the Gambian government to respect the rights of the LGBT community. So what is the BCCC's stand on that? Are you guys ready to embrace it?
Banjul City Council is here for the people, and only for the people. Yeah, we are not here based on influence over anything. Whatever we are doing is for the interest of the people, and we believe the interest of the people is our interest as City Council.
So what of when it comes to the EU's campaign of the Gambian people, you know,
that has never been approached. We have never been approached as far as that is concerned.
Yeah, but what is your special stand on it?
For us, I cannot say much on that, because it has to do with too much. You know, I really don't want to say anything on that. One thing I know, I am very religious. I'm a good Muslim, and whatever, personally, for me, whatever deforms my religion, I really don't go in for that.
So meaning, you know, you will not accept
whatever it. My religion don't accept, I don't accept. That is me personally. Yeah, whatever my religion don't accept, I don't accept.
So I think that is very clear, and your stand also, it's very, very clear. So Emil, just before we go, we have seen that Rohimari Close Foundation donates to GTTV, which is Gambian Talents Promotion Online TV. We know that there is a lot of online TVs or a lot of televisions in the country. Why GTTV?
The thing is, if I can fully remember, it was the Rohimali Global Women and Girls Empowerment Initiative that supported GTTV, because GTTV wrote to the initiative to ask for support. And Rohimali Global Women and Girls Empowerment Initiative is here to help women and girls. And understanding that GTTV, as per their letter, asks for support to help the girls that are within
the institution
or the TV. So we deem it necessary, as far as the initiative is to support women and girls, to also support them, because it's not only GTTV that we support the problem.
Does that mean like people can lose their job within the BCC?
If it reached to that level.
Because I mean, looking at the situation of the salaries that you're talking about, so does it mean in the near future, if the pandemic continues, people might lose their job?
Of course, because you cannot use people to work for you when you cannot pay them. So that is why I want to seize this opportunity to urge central government to come forward and support the local authorities, support the local councils in the Gambia, so that they will be able to continue what they are doing as local authorities. So
did they know anything about it? I mean, the central government, did you guys
of course, the mayor always advocate for this. If you've been following her on her videos, she always talk about this. So what urging central government to come forward.
What is their response so far? What is their reaction?
So far so good. Nothing is coming, but we hope if they listen to this, they will come forward.
They're not been responding at all?
Not the one I am aware of.
So what is the other alternative that you people put in place, should in case the central government fail to act to address the situation? What other mechanisms you people put in place to control the situation?
That is what we're going through right now.
Which is?
Trying by all means to go and collect whatever small money we can have from businesses. That is what we are doing. And also encouraging people to come forward and pay their taxes. Yeah, this is what we are doing. But we're doing it in a very nice and easy manner because of the situation of the COVID-19. So things are not going well.
At the midst of this pandemic, how is it like, collecting these taxes from business people or from other people?
Of course, it is very difficult. It is very difficult. Very, very difficult. But I just pray, like I said, that this pandemic ends as soon as possible.
So it's like the BCC is really feeling its impact.
Of course, of course. More especially the negative impact.
The negative. And people are at the risk of losing their job already.
Of course. Because you cannot make people to work when you cannot pay them. Yeah.
Like you said, you already urged to the central government to come and support. So
dama leen koy wax de Gambia dañu war a xam lan mooy xew si suñu dëkk ak Gambian Talents Hour ba sa GRTS dina mel ni mbuurum sow waaye dina mel ni netatoo kaba dagit xam ngeen ne àndut waaye dama ne Gambia fii rek la moo xewee sa Gambian Talents TV dinañ leen inil programme sa GRTS TV weekend bu nekk ñu indil leen programme yoo xam ne programme yu am solo programme bu mel ni ban
Krio Kona
ahankañ ana sama ako yi Krio Kona dina ñëw ak banaat
youth banda ba
ahankañ ndaw yi am ngeen solo si Gambia tey ñun ñoo leen fonka ndaw yi nag kon seen programme dina ñëw
di benkoto
ahankañ di benkoto ana artiste si Gambia ana ñi nga xam ne nag ñoom la ñuy jaajëfal dinañ leen indil ak banaat
Fashion Avenue
lay lele laaw maa bëgg ko bëgg sanse maa gëm ko gëm sanse ahankañ dinañ leen indi lépp loo xam ne si façon la si sanse yu nice si fer yu nice si xam ngeen ni ma koy waxee rek jigéen da ngay mën sa bopp waaye it góor doo dem ñu bala ak bana
Gambian Pride Show
lay lele laaw Gambie ñun ñoo am ñoo xam ne ñu jara tiitalu la ñu jara puugaru leen kon nag ñun dinañ leen célébrer ak banaat
Ñoxo Baay Show
ahankañ Ñoxo Baay soo dina ma neex mu ne ko naka la santa Juufa Ñoxo Baay dina jàkkaarloo nag suñu ay politician suñu ay ndaanaani Gambia kon na yëpp si Ñoxo Baay soo bi la dina am solo
Semester Avenue
laay léeg-léeg laaw Semester Avenue daa may neex ma leen ay dalal